Okay, let's take a look at this problem. This is very similar to the other ones, and I've taken the time to go through and mark it up a little bit. This company issued $990,000 of bonds with a coupon rate, a face rate, a contract rate of 11%. They sold them for $1,066,096. That means those bonds were sold to yield 10%. So they got the $1,066,000. You see where I got that number from. The $990,000. You see where I got that number from. And I simply subtracted those two to come up with the total premium. Now, this company uses the effective interest rate that is preferred by FASB. So as such, we need to be mindful of the carrying value. And for something like this, I normally just sketch out a little amortization table where I take a look at day one and I look at the cash out, and that's the interest at the coupon rate, and then I look at what the effective interest would be. We compare those, and that's the amount that's amortized, and what's left is our carrying value. Okay, now discount will increase our carrying value, and a premium will decrease our carrying value. So day one, we don't have any of that. We just have a carrying value of $1,066,096. Now, December 31st, the end of the year, our first interest date, we're going to be sending out the cash amount. And the cash amount that we're going to be spending is 5.5% times the $990. That's the cash that's going out. That's the amount that they're actually going to be spending in cash. And that goes out, that's $54,450. Now, the effective interest is 5% market rate times the carrying value, $1,066,096, and that comes out to $53,305. The difference between those two, which is $1,045, gets added to the carrying value. So when we it gets subtracted from the carrying value because it's a premium. So we have to subtract that to come up with our new carrying value. And our new carrying value, when we do that subtraction, is, I don't know, I have to figure it out. 159,460, if I have that right. I'm not sure I do. Let's check. 1,066,096. That's what they paid. That includes the premium minus the $11.45 that we're amortizing this period. Yeah, I did have it right. 1,006,951. Now we have to do the same thing for the next interest date, which is June 30 of 2014. This will be exactly the same. Matter of fact, that will be exactly the same all the way to the end. That will never change. This will change insofar as that we're now taking 5%, because remember, these bonds were sold to yield 10% semi-annually. That's 5% twice a year. So 5% times the new carrying value, which is $1,064,951, and that gives us a total amount of $53,248. And again, the difference between those two is the amortized amount, and that's $1,202. And again, we will subtract that to come up with our new carrying value. $1,202. Our new carrying value is now $1,063,749. And that will keep going until at the very end, that goes to the $990, that's the face value of the bond. But that's not there yet. That's where it's going to go. So now we have the information that we need. So let's go fill in our total. We have our cash out. So this company spent $54,450. You might as well fill in both of those. They're not going to change. Okay. And now because we're using the effective interest method, both the interest expense and the amount of premium amortized will vary each month. So the interest expense, the effective interest expense is this $53,305, and the difference, the premium, $1145. And we'll do the same thing the following year, picking up those numbers again. The effective interest would be $53,248. $53,248, and the amount of premium amortized, $1,202. Effective interest method, most common. You compute the amount of cash payment using the face value of the bond and the face value of the interest, and everything else is done at market value and carrying value.